Good morning, students. Welcome to Social Studies class. How are you, students? Are you keeping fine? Take care of you. Be safe at home. Students, today let's study geography. Already we completed the first chapter before vacation and we have seen what is called geography. Geography means it is the study of the features of the earth, for example, climate, atmosphere, population, etc. And the first chapter we have seen about resources. What is mean by resources? Resources means anything could satisfy the need of the people. All need different things. Book for writing, or we need food for our appetite. So different needs for the people. They are having different needs. What it satisfies, we call it is resources. And we have seen there are mainly two types of resources. Which are they? Natural resources and human-made resources. Natural resources means it is the gift of gods or gift of nature. Land, water, air, etc. Human-made resources means the natural resources want to make it some kind of modification with the knowledge of the human, and they are making something we call that is human-made resources. So today's chapter, let's study second chapter or chapter number 15, land, soil and water. Land, soil and water. Second chapter we mainly study about the natural resources. What are natural resources? Land, soil, water, etc. Then we can see the earth is made of mainly two components, that is water and land. 71% of water and 29% of land. Land is an important resource. Then we can see the all parts of the land is not useful or inhabitable. Why? Because there are different kinds of the land is there. And also we can see the distribution of the land and the population is highly uneven. About 90% of the whole population, the world's population occupies only 30% of the land. Some land parts we could not make use. Why? Because steep slopes, marsh lands, desert with extreme hot and cold climates, and thick forests are generally uninhabited or sparsely populated. So these are the reasons this part of the land we could not make useful. In other way, in contrast, the plains, the rivers, valleys which have suitable climate condition and fertile soil are densely populated. Densely means thickly, lot of people could live there. In which area? The area where that is plains, rivers, valleys, there people could cultivate, they can get good atmosphere. A lot of people are living there. Next, pattern of land use. When we use the lands, or what are the uses of lands? Cultivating the crops, raising animals, constructing houses, industries, etc. When we decide to use that land, some factors also we have to remember: weather condition, the relief, or the economic and human factors, or any particular occupation carried out in a certain area, etc. And also the slope of the land, climatic condition, the quality and thickness of soil cover, the nature of rocks, minerals, availability of water help in deciding the land in particular area. So all these factors we are considering: water is available, the weather is good, climate, all this. Moreover, the lifestyle of the people, the region, nearby regions, and transportation, all these things we are looking forward to use that land. It can also be modified by the construction of new roads or railway in a particular area. Then the total amount of the land available on the earth's surface is limited. So we have seen that total amount of the land only 30%, but population density is increasing. That is why needs also increasing. Thus, to get maximum benefit from the land, we should prepare a plan of using the land. When we making a plan to use the land, two things we must think, that is nature and quality of the land. Next one, need of the community. Need of the community means some activities we are doing commonly, cultivating common, grazing commonly. All these things we are doing common factors. Any modification or change we have to do, we should make a detailed survey, and changing some kind of activities, changing the land use pattern of a particular reflects a cultural changes in the land use pattern, that is called cultural changes. So we can see India is a vast country. We have seen that is the large population. So all types of land cannot be cultivated. People have more needs. So when we choose the land to cultivate, we have to consider some kind of factors, which are the relief, fertility of the soil, availability of water, needs of the people. So what are the four factors? There is given: relief, fertility of the soil is good for cultivation, and availability of water, in that area water is available, and needs of the people. According to the people, they need cultivation, they need industry, or whatever they need. According to the people, all these things are sufficient for them. Next one, conservation of land resources. How we can conserve it? We can conserve land resources in the following ways. There is also conserve the land. The land we have to keep in a good way, checking deforestation, adopting scientific techniques. How to preserve all this without destroying. Checking deforestation. Deforestation means what it is? That is clearing the area of the forest. That we should see. People are, whether they are destroying. We could not clear the forest. Checking deforestation, adopting scientific technique. The modern world, there is lot of techniques are there that also make it some kind of cultural development. Providing irrigation facilities, increasing the use of manure and chemical fertilizers. For making betterment of the soil, for the cultivation, we are using some kind of fertilizers. It should be good for the land. afforestation and land reclamation. Land reclamation means you know that some kind of waste land that we make use of some needs. So all places we are taking, there also we have to keep some kind of control, checking overgrazing, all these things. So all these points we have to consider for conserving the land. How we can protect the land, these are the factors helping us.